It's time to review the trading day. The day is June 24th, 2024. It was a C grade, which is the worst grade that I could have, and I lost $2,975. And today I overtraded, and I traded pre-market, and I messed up on sizing. I think those were the three main mistakes. But we have lowlights, so we can check the mistakes and we can check what I did good today. So we went over temp. Let's go over 9:30 to 12. Graded a C. It was definitely a C. Apparently I didn't have any sizing errors. I completely lost intentionality. I overtraded and had immense drawdown and decided to reset the Top Step account. I did not hit any limit on Top Step. I did not hit any Top Step limit, but I was a few hundred away from the daily stop. So I decided it was worth resetting, because if I risk $100, like, it just turns into a grind session. So I want to stay away from that grind session, and I was just willing to sacrifice the 150. Like, Top Step is futures prop firms, like the prop shops, are really low commitment. Right, $150 isn't, to most people, from my perspective, for a lot of people, $150 isn't a lot of money to be putting it in to have the opportunity to have buying power of 150. Or if you want to make it 3K a day, right? If you're gonna run those studs. But so after resetting, I went on to go beyond my personal daily stop again on the reset account, so I can continue to trade. I traded on the reset account, and I went beyond the limit on that account too. I lost 2K on that. So if we add another 2K to this, I just did this for one account, but if we could add another 2K to this, so I lost almost $5,000. I lost $4,975, right? I'm now at break even on, let me back up. This is the last time I will attempt a Top Step combo before taking a break from Top Step. Also went beyond my limit on Apteros. But I stopped trading. I'm way more disciplined with Apteros. I stopped trading, way more disciplined, but I went beyond the limit. Crazy. I stopped trading the Apteros account once I reached minus 1,000. I'm now at break even on the account. I will not be trading tomorrow because I will not allow myself to trade on Tuesdays. I haven't won on Tuesdays since 2022, so I'm not interested in trading on Tuesday. But of course, when I don't trade, a prime opportunity came around at 9:30, so there's a missed trade that I have to log. It was about 11R, but obviously this perfect scenario. May have been a little late and may have reduced it to 8R. I'll spend the trading session updating my journal and reviewing recordings. So I reviewed recordings, updated my journal today on the 25th. And I procrastinated on doing this review because it was such a bad day. But gotta do it. Gotta look it in the face and gotta continue. See how we can improve and figure futures out, right? Make some profit on futures. One thing about Forex, I made these same mistakes in Forex as well. But my winners were so huge that they canceled out all the mistakes that I made. And gave me more profit, right? So I'm looking in the face of the problems that I didn't address because I had such big winners in Forex. So I have to go back to these problems and figure out how to solve them one by one. I took scenario 2 4 times, and then I overtraded on scenario 1. I also set the first trouble area on scenario 2 position too high and did not consider VWAP. I also traded pre-market, which is something that I said I wasn't going to do on the sample size. So I have to restart the sample size because I need to take every trade appropriately so I know exactly what implementing these things that I'm doing in the sample size actually produces. I also did not consider VWAP as a resistance level. These are the trades. We're going to look at them. I'm not going to break down every single one, but we will go ahead and look at the trades. It was absolutely just... After I lost this first one, I really started to revenge trade. Maybe this next one is okay, but the one immediately after is not okay. That's not a good trade there. And then I took another one, which was really late, which I don't even know what that's based off of. It's, if I was to base it off of this candle, it's 6 minutes late, 6 minutes after that candle, which is extremely late for this strategy. Alright, then down here I execute on scenario 1. These are all scenario 2 setups. This is scenario 1 setup. I entered once and then I entered again after being stopped out. Now on scenario 2, or this is scenario 1. On scenario 1, it's a high risk setup. I'm only supposed to give it 1 chance, but I gave it 2 chances. And that was an issue that I had in Forex because it was one of the setups that I had while I was in Forex. With this setup, like, I was never willing to just give it 1 shot, but I have to give it 1 shot, even though it has a high R. If it fails, it's usually not going to work out. Like, if it fails on this first setup that I have, it's usually never worked out for me re-entering, right? So it either has to go or I'm just not going to be in it. Another signal for me to like get out of this is we came up to 63, or at least not to take the position. We came up to 63 and we rejected hard. We rejected aggressively. That's after market open. So I'm gonna go back to the recording, listen to what I was talking about during that time, what my thought process was, and probably do some extra journaling, like actual writing, and find solutions for each of the problems that I noticed. Alright, back to the DRC. Highlights: I completed the DRC and I updated my journal. Lowlights: I overtraded and I traded pre-market. Top lessons: use the first FTA and close on the first failure. And I'm noticing if I break one of my rules once, it is usually a domino effect for the day, and I make more mistakes throughout the day. This happened, on the last, I'm not going to make up a number, but it's happened on multiple videos that I've reviewed, multiple recordings that I've reviewed. So if I notice that I violate my rules, it could be reasonable. Could be reasonable to stop trading, or at least walk away for 5 to 10 minutes. To reset and make sure I'm not in the same headspace and willing to just take trades just to take trades. Whew. This was a rough day. We're gonna change this. I should say 4. But appreciate you watching. Got any questions, comments, suggestions, please comment in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.